treat you like. In my last cigarette, I'ma 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 treat you like.
Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like. In my last cigarette,
About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like. In my last cigarette,
About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like. In my last cigarette,
About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like. In my last cigarette, 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 I'ma treat you like.
Hope it don't end the
In my last
same
cigarette,
way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like. In my last cigarette,
About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like. In my last cigarette,
About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like. In my last cigarette,
About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like. In my last cigarette, 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 I'ma treat you like.
Hope it don't end the
In my last
same
cigarette,
way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like. In my last cigarette,
About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like. In my last cigarette,
About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like.
Hey, man, what is going on? God damn, gotta clear my throat and shit. Man, what is going on? We melanated black. You already know what the fuck it is. Man, Happy New Year looking ass. Motherfuckers acting like it's the New Year's and shit. Shout out to everybody at the Core Plantation, man. Shout out to all you non-celebrating motherfuckers that's like, yeah, I'm going to celebrate, man. Nigga, use this time. Let me tell you something. You better use this time to go get you some stock bonds, 401k. Go get you some Bitcoin. Don't be no suck ass nigga going out there and doing retail. Go get you some, go get you some barbecue. Go get you some food. I get that. For all y'all niggas, go get you some E40 wine. I got to order some E40 wine because for some sort of reason, Total Wine and Spirits can't never keep his shit in stock. But anyway, that's another thing. I'm getting tired of that shit too. Nigga get E40 wine. You get every other wine but E40 wine. I understand that shit and I'm tired of it. But anyway, man, I'm going to tell you right now. Today is not the day really to be celebrating. Today is the day to get your shit popping. That's what it is. And I'm going to tell you, man, I've been so irritated, man, look, if you live in Las Vegas, Nevada, y'all need to just go look at these housing prices out here, man. Houses going for $700,000 for a house. Not a gated community, but just a regular house. $650,000, $700,000 for a house. Because all these goddamn motherfucking California motherfuckers moving out here, and all these motherfuckers jumping around for the goddamn Raider Stadium. Now you can't even afford to live out here in Vegas, man. So I've been kind of irritated about that because niggas are deaf, dumb, and blind. You don't be voting for shit like that so they can gentrify the shit. They just use anything to gentrify it anyway. But anyway, I want to see how much jumping around for joy niggas gonna do when motherfuckers ain't got a place to live and you can't pay your bills because you ain't got no motherfucking job and shit. We gonna see how much jumping around you gonna be doing then. Let's see how many Raider games you gonna be going to then. You can't go to one. Your ass gonna be living at the goddamn Raider Stadium. Oh, my bad. They got the homeless from the fuck up out of there. So now you can't even live over there. That was homeless central over there. Not no more. But anyway, man. Shout out to everybody up there celebrating the so-called independence. How the fuck you gonna have independence? You don't even own the land. But anyway, man, we gonna get into that shit. We gonna touch on what's that sister's name? Sherry Carter. How they trying to fuck with her because she's smoking weed. But Michael Phelps was smoking weed too. They didn't take away his gold medals. And then I like how this one lady tried to compare her to Florence Griffith Joyner. Florence Griffith Joyner had the disease. She had a disease that was a hereditary disease that FloJo had, if I'm not mistaken. I did a little research on FloJo because I was thinking about that once I seen this tweet. That this lady was kind of comparing that girl Sherry Carter to FloJo, and I'm like, wait, FloJo had a motherfucking that was a hereditary disease that she had, but neither here nor there. And FloJo wasn't on no steroids. She wasn't doing no drug. Weed don't enhance your power so you can run fast. If anything, make you slower. Stop. But they just doing that because they don't want niggas to do shit. But anyway, man, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into how motherfuckers be acting at the Court Plantation. Talk about, hey man, celebrate the 4th of July, man. Shit, we wanna have it popping and shit, man. We gonna go club and all this other shit. Then the next day, nigga, you get slapped upside the head by the white dominant society motherfuckers. Fuck out here. I'm not telling you not supposed to enjoy the day, but sometimes you gotta look at why they force feeding all this. Why they force feeding all this goddamn telemarketing schemes and I'm blanking on what I want to say, but they're force feeding it down our throat. You know what I'm saying? The shopping, the commercials, the cars. They're just force feeding it. It's like telemarketing. That's why I don't even like watching regular TV. I like to DVR everything because I fast forward through the commercials. But anyway, man, we're going to get on all that shit, man. We're going to get on all of that shit. And we definitely going to revisit Bill Cosby. And that sister from, Will Smith's show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I felt bad for that sister. I don't feel too bad. This bitch needs some butter biscuits. Talking shit about Felicia Rashad. That was some bullshit. But anyway, man, we're going to get into all that shit, man. Let's get it. I ain't going to be on this motherfucker long because I got shit to do. Like make some motherfucking CMOS. But anyway, hold on. Man. Oh, and did Jesus come back today? Damn, man. Y'all know motherfuckers at church right now praising God for 4th of July and praising Cesare. Fuck out of here. I got to get with my brother, man. This dude on Billy Carson's app, man, he was kind of breaking it down. And he was talking about Ifa. And he said like I say or something, and he kind of like broke it down with it. Man, I had already been thinking like, if any religion I want to study voodoo and I want to study Ifa. And I would like to practice those two religions. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be like, oh, you crazy. Not me. I want to worship and praise the ancestors. The motherfuckers that came before us that laid the groundwork. I'm not trying to praise no motherfucking Cesare Borgia and go to these churches where they got Cesare on the wall. And then when you be like, hey, man, how come he look like that? Oh, Jesus ain't got no color. Well, then why he look that? If Jesus ain't got no color, then why is he white? They should draw a stick figure of Jesus and put a circle, put a circle over his head and put a question mark. Put a black-white question mark in it if he ain't got no color. But I shows you see a color when I go in a black church a lot of times. Now, some black churches, they got black Jesus in there. So, I fuck with it. But fuck all the bullshit, man. Man, we gonna get into it, man. I was reading this thing, man, about Frederick Douglass, motherfucker. They got niggas out here thinking Frederick Douglass was on some sweet shit. Like, he was just nice. You know what I'm saying? And I was reading this article. I'm like, damn, this nigga Frederick Douglass was going in. He was, here, let me read this thing that this motherfucker was saying, man. He was saying some real shit. Hold on. What was he saying? Let me see if I can find this shit. God damn, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find this shit. The nigga Frederick Douglass was like, the rich inheritance of justice, liberty, and prosperity and independence bequeathed by your fathers is shared by you, not by me. The sunlight that brought life and healing to you has brought stripes and death to me. This 4th of July is yours, not mine. You may rejoice, I must mourn. Frederick Douglass, 1852. That's some cold shit, man. And for real, man. And I ain't gonna lie, it'd be hard as a motherfucker to be celebrating these clown-ass holidays anyway, man. Have my people be at the corporate plantation. Sometimes when I go, I don't even like to go certain places when I see my brothers and sisters working. You know, oh man, at least they working, man. Man, fuck that, man. They shouldn't have to be working. If you just give us our 20 trillion, then maybe niggas ain't gotta go to work. If you got Bob Johnson out there talking about, hey man, I'm a billionaire, but motherfuckers need reparations, man. Like, let me tell you something. For all you LA motherfuckers and people that's come from all over the United States of America Incorporated to come move to Vegas, let me tell you something. You better have a grip. You better have some bread. Even these apartments is going for 15, 16. If you think you coming to the promised land, Vegas is not the promised land no more. They done gentrified all of Vegas. You ain't getting shit. You think you finna buy a crib? Okay, go ahead. Nigga, you ain't finna pay $150,000. Them days is over with. You're not even paying $250,000. You better go with $350 and up. And $350 finna get you a stackable where you can open your window and knock on the next door neighbor's house and be like, hey man, you got some sugar? You can pass it to each other. And the reason why that is I'll always be like, well, who the fuck is making up these prices? Like who deems that this property is worth this? Oh, the Clark County assessor. White people. All of a sudden, you see a motherfucking crib go from 350, 300,000, 250 to 650,000. And that's on us, man, because we don't know how to monopolize on that shit. We ain't been socialized for that. That's another reason why I be irritated and be pissed off too. I don't be in the mood to be like having conversations about dumb shit because to me, I feel like we just socialized to just go to church, man. That's it. That shit is not fun. Why the dominant society is like, well, I'm gonna go pay this $350,000. I'm gonna pay this $300,000 for this crib. I'm gonna bite the bullet, go through the stress and everything, because I know in a year or two, I'm gonna get equity out of this motherfucker. So the average motherfucker that bought a crib for $300,000, they shit is $600,000. This is the type of shit that I see going on in Las Vegas. I don't see a lot of black folk involved in it. Now, in Atlanta, it's a different story. You got a lot of black people in Atlanta flipping properties and all that. But on the outskirts of Atlanta, you know, prices are very, very inexpensive. But like I said, and like Professor Griffin said, you better have that thing on you. You down south. Nigga, them white supremacists ain't finna just roll up and call you nigga and drive off. Nigga, they gonna run up on you with that thing and be ready to motherfucking execute your ass. And that's the thing too, man. When you socialize and you're not raised about property and land and owning property and understanding how monopoly works, when you're not socialized that way, you fucked. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm literally watching this shit. You know what I think I'm gonna do, man? I think I'm gonna that's what I'm gonna do first. I think I'm gonna do that next weekend or some shit like that. Should have did today. I'm just gonna ride around. I'm gonna capture a video of houses and neighborhoods and how the prices and put the prices up and say what the price used to be and what it is now. I'm gonna show you how many black folk you see in these developments and neighborhoods versus how many white folk you see. Niggas need to see this shit, man. Because look, let me tell you something. Las Vegas, Nevada, what they do is they have a lot of different builders. They buy the land. So they'll buy the land and then they'll start, building the houses. Once they start building the houses, they'll build a couple of models so you can go in and see them. But I'm talking about for people that ain't bought a home yet or thinking about buying a home. This is how they do in Las Vegas. I'm pretty sure they do it everywhere. So then they have models. I would say since 2014, I done probably went in about 250 houses, maybe 300 or 400 houses, maybe probably 150 models, maybe more than that. I'm talking about since 2014. And out of all the models that I done seen, all the motherfucking different houses that I went in, I probably could count on my hand how many black folk I've actually seen go in these models. Just to kind of see, just so you can see what's out there. You know what I'm saying? The majority of people I see, Latinos, Asians, white folk. I don't hardly ever see any black folk. I'm talking about just go look at the models so you can see what's out there, so you can see what's going on, so you could start having an understanding of, okay, this is how this works. We ain't even socialized for that. We socialized to argue a nigga down about some Bible shit though. We will argue a nigga down about Bible shit all day. No, because Genesis 1:1 say, in the beginning God created, because the word was God, and the word was with God, and all this other shit. And then you be like, hey, man, so what's the interest rate on houses? Ah, man, I ain't in that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You put it in God's hands. That bullshit. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Why these white people, I'm literally watching white people buy houses, $300,000-$400,000. Then you go back 3, 4, 5 years later, these houses worth $700,000-$800,000. Let me tell you something, man. Niggas, we gotta wake the fuck up and get in the game. Start treating ourselves like business. Have business mentality and start treating other people. If people got a business, treat it like a business, man. Don't shortchange the motherfucker. I don't do that. Any black business I support, here go my. I don't even fuck a discount. Fuck all that. Here's my bread. And black folk wonder why we not in the game a lot of the times is because we always looking for the discount. We always looking to get over. We always like, oh man, it ain't, you don't want to treat the nigga that's right next to you. You don't want to treat that nigga's business a certain way. But anybody else that come with a business, you want to glorify it and put it on blast. Oh man, they doing it, man. They doing it. Niggas in this cheerleading shit, man. There's a difference between supporting and cheerleading. Cheerleading is not supporting and just telling people about it. That's cheerleading. That's spectating. Supporting is telling people about it and purchasing from that business that you're telling people about. That's the difference, man. And two, when you're dealing with niggas that cheerlead too, they just cheerlead to fuck with other motherfuckers. That's why I don't really play that shit. Don't come to me telling me about if let me tell you something. If I'm supporting a business, right? Let's just say I'm supporting Freedom Paper Company. I'm not finna call Freedom Paper Company and be like, man, you need to check out Charmin. Nigga, they toilet tissues. That's some sucker shit. And a lot of niggas be doing shit like that. And I be looking at niggas like, what the fuck is you on, man? That's why when you look at things like today, like 4th of July, you know what I'm saying? What are we known for doing? We go get the barbecue grill, get out there, barbecue, eat, chill, light fireworks. Then the next day, clean up the fireworks and shit and go back to the court plantation. And they want you to go spend all your money on fireworks and do all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you don't blow off your hand or do no sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you don't do that. And then you go back to work. Now, when you go into the different upper echelon and the aristocracies of Las Vegas, Nevada, they not lighting no fireworks in their developments. They not doing none of that shit. They not finna put their property, their lives in no type of fucking jeopardy. But you go in some of these other motherfucking neighborhoods, you be like, you be like, nigga, what is you doing? That's how I be looking like. Nigga, why is you? Like, I can tell you like this. I remember when I used to work at Veterans Memorial Leisure Center for the city of Las Vegas, Nevada. Niggas that know I used to work for the city. Look, man, Veterans is next to Palo Verde High School. Now you go to Veterans, you go to Piccoli Ranch, you go to all those surrounding areas. Them folks is not letting you light no fireworks and tear up they shit. For real. You can go tear up your shit somewhere else, but they not letting you do that there. Because working at Veterans, I worked at Veterans for a minute. And a lot of the times I would be up there right around that holiday working. And a lot of the times I'd be like, damn, man, people don't light fireworks. Like, nope, we go all the way up to the top of the hill, go all the way up Charleston, and we just watch the shit from there. You can't light it over here. I'm like, why? Oh, no, HOA. I'm like, HOA? What the fuck? They're like, nah, man, if somebody see you and you light fireworks, whatever house you are, they just call the HOA, and the HOA just put a fine on your door. I'm like, damn, for real? Now, this is what was told. Now, this was 10 years ago. So I can only imagine how it is in Summerlin now. What a brother, speak up. Difference between leadership and followers, and partnership and cheerleaders. The hustle mentality has changed rather than, what's up, Austin? And work hard. Look professional to get a deal. People complain about not having money over the summer because you blew $300 in the air. Facts. That's a fact. There's a big difference between that, man. I see it all the time. And motherfuckers want to understand what the mentality is. Look, get in the game. I'm telling people right now, get in the game. Watch, niggas think I'm playing. I'm about to go on I'm not Las Vegas Boulevard, but I'm about to go to Charleston and Eastern and drive up Charleston and down Charleston, show all those Latino businesses and show all this shit that's going on, how it's all intricate and how it all works together. I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. Motherfuckers better wake up. That's why man, you gonna get fireworks for what? Nigga, I'm not. This is what they sell you retail. Every holiday they sell you retail. Now in February, I ain't never seen so many car motherfucking commercials in my life in February because ain't no income taxes. Motherfuckers gonna get their income taxes and blow it all on cars. That's another thing too. Motherfuckers like, yeah, man, we about to get another stimulus. You notice Joe Biden's like, shit, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas ain't getting shit. We gonna give y'all coon team and y'all get the fuck out my face. That's exactly what the fuck he about to do. What happened to the other stimulus? And this is another thing. This is another thing that they not talking about. No diss to people. I lived in LA. I come from a city where they have parking enforcement drive around and put chalk on your tires because you only got 30-minute parking. If they come back in your car on the street, they giving you a motherfucking ticket. If the street sweeper come and your car's not off there, they putting a boot on your shit. Like, that's where I come from. So to be out here in Las Vegas, and I can already see where this shit is going because I'm like, bro, it's too many people out here. It's like 4 million people out here in Vegas. Now, 4 million people, don't tell me it's 4 million jobs. I know it ain't 4 million jobs. I know motherfucking Las Vegas, Nevada. Maybe you twirling signs and shit and telling and working the construction shit, but it ain't no motherfucking 4 million jobs. I know it ain't no motherfucking 4 million jobs. That's a fact. It ain't even 4 million businesses out here, so I know it ain't no 4 million jobs. So I'm about to do, I should have done it today. Man, I should have done that shit today. I drove around today just looking at these houses. You go on Zillow, you like $700,000. That's not even a gated community. This is some LA shit right here. I ain't never known for Vegas to have prices this high for real estate. I mean, this shit is almost stupid, but you know why? Because a lot of times I feel like black folk, we have not been socialized to flip. Hey man, you buy that crib, flip. Matter of fact, don't even flip. This dude that I worked with before a long time ago, he told me like 10 years ago, he's like, no, my friend, you buy the first home, not your dream home, my friend. You buy first home, you take equity out the first home, go buy second home, rent out first home. Then when you rent out first home, that will pay for the equity that you took out of home. This is what he told me. My dumb ass wasn't listening. So you rent a house, you have them pay the rent, which will pay for the money you took out of the first home. You go buy second home. You already working job, right, my friend? Yeah. Okay, so that job pays for the home that you're currently in. Plus, you don't put all money down on new home. You keep money for things that you might want to do. Then equity goes up on second home. You take money out of second home. You go buy third home. Then you rent out second and first home. They pay the mortgage on first and second home. And then the money you take out, you just pay back with the money that you done already made on interest. Plus, because the equity done went up, you done already made money. So basically, he was breaking it down like this. You buy a crib. When the equity goes up, you make a move. You take the money out. You go buy another crib. He said, if you buy a 1,500 square foot home, go buy a 2,500 square foot home. You take that bread out. You buy that crib. Rent the crib out. Have whoever's renting that crib charge them a decent amount of rent so they'll want to stay. Now you got two homes. When the equity goes up on the second home, you take that money. You go buy the third home. He did it. This person did it. He told me. When I was talking to him, he was already on his third home. He was like, bro, you can do it. It's not hard. You just got to wait to the equity. And I was like, oh, but what about the economy? He's like, bro, you're never going to see that again. Now it's only going to go up. It already hit the bottom. No, my dumb ass is sitting up here all scared. Nerds don't want to make a move. Poking your lips out. I don't do voodoo type shit. I'm telling you, man. That's why I'm like, today, 4th of July, why the fuck would I be happy, nigga? I'll be happy when I'm on the Monopoly board and I'm not landing on Park Place and Boardwalk. Fuck that. Hey, what's going on, Josh? I see you. Wait until everyone who bought a new car, the car dealership is about to have a big blow up because of all the markups. People want the new car and spend money they imagine they have. Facts. I ain't never. Let me tell you something, man. I would have never thought cars was going to be this expensive. Man, cars cost a grip. And I'm not talking about new cars. I'm talking about, man, if you go to the Honda dealership or a Toyota dealership, have y'all been to a Toyota or a car? Man, have you been to one of them? Go in a dealership and see how much an average car. I'm talking about average Camry. Average Camry is going for 25 G's. The average Camry. I'm not talking about no bells, no whistles, just the average one. I said, what the fuck? Whatever happened to the $15,000 cars? Oh, man, that don't exist. You get a $15,000 car, but your car gonna be like 15 years old. I'm talking about, first of all, Toyota Camry, they don't never lose its value. So you can go get a 15-year-old Toyota Camry, and if it ain't got high miles, you finna pay about $15,000. You finna have a car note on a 15-year-old car out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Cars are so expensive, man. And what fucked me up even more, they like, oh, well, fuck y'all niggas in the gas. We about to go electric. And I'm like, ain't this a bitch? They see Tesla winning. I'm not mad at Elon Musk. They see Tesla winning, and they see motherfuckers like, well, if I'm gonna pay $35,000 for a Lexus or a Toyota Camry or a Tacoma, pay $40,000, I could just go get a motherfucking Tesla and pay $45,000, and I ain't never gotta put gas in it. I ain't gotta put gas. I ain't gotta change the radiator. I ain't gotta do a transmission flush. I ain't gotta do none of that shit. Straight up. Now look, now they like, oh, well, we're all gonna go electric now. I'm like, boy, ain't this a bitch? Ain't this a bitch? Now everybody electric. Man, go look. I would advise anybody, not your city, just go on Zillow and look at the prices of houses out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It will blow your fucking mind. And a lot of this stems from, hey, I'm not dissing nobody that wanted the Raiders out here. If you want it, hey, you like it, I love it. But I'm telling you, what comes to Raiders comes a big price to pay. Taxes is gonna go up for motherfucking show. Property taxes is gonna go up. Everything is gonna go up. They charging to park on the strip. Niggas gonna look up, you gonna be paying $30 to park on the strip. $30 or $40. A whop. Which is fucked up because now if you paying $30 to park, why would you pay a valet person to park your car? You're not gonna tip them. Not if you already gotta pay $30 to park. You gonna be like, fuck that nigga, I ain't tipping him. I mean, Vegas done went from the days of where you can flip and make money to like now it's corporate. So it's like, man, when you looking at this whole 4th of July thing, don't look at it in terms of retail. Like, oh, I'm gonna go. Ain't no deals, man. You're not getting no deal. That's some sucker shit. Look, if you live in Las Vegas, Nevada, 89131. I don't know if people understand that. Decatur and 215, where the Costco is and the Best Buy. Behind that Costco and the Best Buy, Lennar Homes. Look, I'm trying to game you up. They just built some homes. I mean, they literally stuck some homes right on the 215. I'm talking about my Las Vegas people. These houses going for $890,000. They 4,000 square feet. So you like, damn, that's dope. Nigga, you ain't got no yard. Your yard is a concrete little bitty slab. And then you can touch the brick wall. This is what they doing. And they had a nerve to charge a nigga $900,000 for the crib. They charging $650,000 for 30-year-old cribs out here in Vegas. That shit is unfucking real to me, man. So while we up here celebrating, gentrification is coming. I don't care what none of y'all motherfuckers say. Y'all think it ain't coming? All right. Go. Niggas, I remember back in the day when you lived in Vegas, like this is why I be like, 4th of July, fuck the 4th of July. Back in the day, when you tell a person, you lived off of Charleston and Rancho, right? I ain't gonna say what business is over there. Also, you know, if you tell a motherfucker, yeah, I live on Charleston and Rancho, they be like, oh, you live in the ghetto. If you tell a motherfucker, oh man, I live off of 5th Street in Charleston, you like, oh, that's the hood. Go over there on 5th where all them lawyers and shit. Go downtown, try to buy a house downtown right now. Go off of Oakey and Las Vegas Boulevard. Go on that side. Them houses going for $650,000. Wow. Them houses ain't no $250,000. And these houses like 50 years old. I said, this shit reminds me of LA. Wait, what you say? Look at the stock at half these places. They are gone because the government paid for all these new cars where people will struggle to make a payment. Facts. All these sports coming is going to increase the cost of living, but guess what? We will not go up to it will not go up on your paychecks unless you do something about it. Facts. Facts. People always asking how much my car note is on my 2010 Camry. Stop. I be like, huh? Nothing. I wish I would pay a car note in this day and age. They built above the 215 in Lake Mead, and they are multi-million-dollar homes. Facts. Just need to get to the point 8 and hey, Ozzy, you ain't lying. Ozzy, you know I know, and I know you know I know. We both know. We done drove all over this fucking city. For all y'all that don't know, that maybe don't get out that much, because I get it, you in your own little grind and if you travel to what we would like to call 89138 or 89134, the top of 134, which is 138 now. That's another part of what they call it Summerlin now, Austin, ain't it? They literally built into, now watch all these coyotes come out and start fucking with everybody's pets and shit, because they literally built on coyote land. Because that's literally their land. And you can't even really kill them. You go to jail for that shit because that's their land. So they done built all these houses, and these are not $1 million homes, but they're $1 million homes. Literally starting at 750,000, 850 racks. And I can tell you this right now, I don't see too many niggas in there looking at them homes. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm telling you that right now. That's why I'm like, man, it would behoove a lot of folk. Just like what Tasha said, man. Hey, Tasha, I wish Shawnee was on here, man, because I want to hear what she would think about it, too, because I know Philly probably cost a grip, too. Tasha, you're not lying, though. I'm going to tell you this right now. I went to the Camry dealership. Not the Camry, but the Toyota dealership. They have 2010 and 2011 and 2012 Camrys out there going for motherfucking 15 racks. What the fuck is you talking about? 13 racks, 12 racks. I'm talking about right now. If you got a 2010 and you ain't got over 100 racks of miles on your car, you could probably get like $13,000. Straight up. From the dealership. They will probably buy it off of them. Because that's how expensive the fucking cars are going right now. Them shits are stupid. I'm like, and also, man, you not lying, bro. I remember when they first was trying to get the Raiders to come, I'm like, y'all motherfuckers don't know what y'all getting yourselves into, man. I come, like, okay, we'll just take Los Angeles. Now, Los Angeles already has downtown. They have, Skid Row and all this other stuff, right? Okay, so they got downtown. They opened up the train track, so they put the little motherfucking Metro link on Crenshaw, tore that up. All right, fine. You got the Staples Center. You got all that shit downtown. That's just downtown. Now Inglewood is about to be the shit. Because now they're building the Rams stadium. The stadium should probably already be built. And then the Clippers is getting their own motherfucking gym. They getting their own motherfucking Coliseum type shit. So I can only imagine how expensive it is in LA. That's why a lot of people in LA are coming here. They're selling their houses for $750,000 and coming here and paying $650,000. And they're like, well, at least it's brand new. But really, you're not getting no land. Not out here in Vegas. Now, if we go to the older places in Vegas, like me, I'll tell you, I used to always be all up in Piccoli Ranch. Now, Piccoli Ranch is nice. Where Queens Ridge and shit like that, those areas are nice. But they're priced out the game now. And over there, people don't know, it's a Jewish, I think it's not a mosque, but it's some type of Jewish place or whatever, Jewish place of worship over there, because when I used to be over there, I used to always see white Jewish people over there. That's another reason why it's expensive as fuck. Like a motherfucker. And people be like, people be like, man, I'm gonna move east side. Let me tell y'all something, for all y'all white folk, black folk, Latinos that live on the east side, you're only gonna live over there for so long. When all these motherfucking big ass businesses controlled by the dominant society run out of room, northwest, north, and west, they going east. And they gonna take up all that shit too. They gonna take up them trailers, all that shit. And they gonna make that unaffordable. Because in my personal opinion, I don't think people know how gentrification works. If you come from Los Angeles, California, Tasha, tell them, if you lived in LA, you're either going West Covina, Rancho Cucamonga, somewhere out there, or you going to Palmdale. You're not living in LA anymore. It's unaffordable. You can't live in LA. A 2-bedroom apartment is going for $2,500. So I don't think people understand how gentrification works. What they do is the dominant white society comes back to what they thought and what they deemed was the hood. They don't want to come from the outskirts no more. So they come back and then they price it out of the game and move you motherfuckers the fuck up out of there, and then they live there. That's why when you go to areas like Okie and Las Vegas Boulevard, I'm only talking to people that live in Las Vegas. When you go in those neighborhoods, those houses are $650,000, $700,000. These are like 50-year-old homes. 50-year-old homes. I'm not talking about 20, 30. I'm talking about 50-year-old homes. They done remodeled it. They done the Property Brothers shit to it. Now they like, all right, we flipping. So now we selling it for $750,000. And niggas is fucking with it because, you know, motherfuckers like, fuck it. They flipped it. But my thing is, you don't understand what retail does. Now, retail, what I mean by retail, I mean by clothes, shoes, cars. See, they distract you with all that. And while they distracting y'all with the cars, the clothes, the Balenciaga, and all that other shit, these motherfuckers is on the other side building Lennar homes, Toll Brother homes, Lion homes, Touchstones, D.R. Horton, which I got stock in D.R. Horton, by the way, just to let y'all know that. Facts. And what they doing is they flipping. And then when you go to these models, you don't see a whole lot of black folk. You see a lot of white folk, which doesn't bother me, but I'm just saying, because we over there retailing. We buying fireworks, we doing all this other shit. Them motherfuckers over there, as we speak today. Only reason why them motherfuckers wasn't selling no houses today is because of the COVID shit and the motherfucking holiday. But let me tell you something. You know how many motherfucking model homes I done looked at on a Sunday? Just to see. I'm talking about Century Homes, Toll Brother, Lion, D.R. Horton, KB Home, Pulte Home, Lennar Home. You know what I'm saying? It would fucking blow your mind how many models I done went in. And you like, damn, these motherfuckers is in here flipping. Yep, I'll take this one. Oh, is this the model? Okay, yep, this one right here. Where do we do the paperwork? While we up here lighting fireworks, these motherfuckers is sitting on a hill in 89131 or 138 laughing at niggas because they like, yep, I bought this house for $390,000. Now it's worth $800,000. This is the type of shit that I'm talking about. That's why I'm like, we're not socialized. Black folk gotta understand, man, when you just socialize to kind of go to church and ain't nobody teaching you nothing else, that's, to me, that's a strike against us. And that's a strike against parenting. Because they supposed to be telling us this shit. Because they ain't no way being out here as long as I've been out here and being in Las Vegas, Nevada, that I should be, Monopoly should be my middle name. But I didn't know. I wasn't taught. You seeing in the dark. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Let me see. Just need to get, wait. The 215 is a death trap in North Las Vegas. All the damn construction going on. Look, let me tell you why they building all that shit in North Las Vegas. Because North Las Vegas is not stupid either. Now, if y'all disagree, let me know. Now, if you want to get bang for your buck, you better go to North Las Vegas. You're not going to get no land, but you're going to get a nice house. That's a fact. You're going to get a decent house. You're going to get 3,000 square feet, 2-story, nice, everything upgraded. That's what I will give North Las Vegas. They're going to give you bang for your buck. The only thing about North Las Vegas, they are not going to give you no land. Literally, you're gonna get a nice ass house, but you ain't gonna get no land. Literally, you ain't gonna get no fucking land. So if you want to build a pool in your backyard, and you're not getting that at all. Whether you have a 1-story or a 2-story, you'll get a big enough backyard for you to get 2 chairs and sit down and a domino table so you play dominoes. That's all you're getting. Now you're gonna get a nice house, but you ain't gonna get no land. And that's what we gotta understand. There's difference between just buying any property and assessing what type of property you buying. What type of property you buying? How much land is coming? What's the square feet? How much land are you getting with that? What are you gonna do with that land? You know what I'm saying? Should I just buy the land and build on the land? Let me tell you something. Tasha. Over there by the Santa Fe, so you got Painted Desert, right? So if you take Lone Mountain, you got, after you pass the Santa Fe, you got Painted Desert. If you keep going and then you make a right after Painted Desert, there's some land. It's like plots of land. That's why I don't be mad at my Latino brothers and sisters. This plot of land was there for a minute. It's in the cut right next to Painted Desert. Man, like 2 or 3 years ago, there was this big ass construction sign. It had like, the last name was Lopez. And motherfucking, next thing y'all know, I see a whole bunch of Latinos out there building this motherfucking fresh ass house up. And it's like, where the fuck is my people at? Why we ain't doing that shit, man? That's why I don't understand. These are the type of things that we got to get together, man. We got to understand what it is and stop being distracted by retail and being distracted by all this glitz and glam while you over there chilling and lighting fireworks. And no diss to people that got fireworks. I've been to the nice neighborhoods. Them motherfuckers is like, you're not doing that shit over here, one. And we not spending no money on that shit. Man, we gonna have 4th of July in our backyard, in our pool, in our jacuzzi with our flat screen. I'm not mad at the people that's doing it. I'm mad at us because we need to do it more. That's what I'm mad at. That's a fact. And hey, man, I want everybody to enjoy their holiday and do whatever it is you do. Me, I gotta make this motherfucking C-Mods. I got all kinds of shit going on, man. I appreciate everybody reading, doing what you do. Like I told you, man. Hey, man, Tasha, this book is crazy, man. This book is fucked up. But the book I'm reading right now is getting real good, man. Hey, everybody enjoy their holiday. Be around your family. Do what you need to do. Chill, relax. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're going outside and watching what people do. They ass go see a fireworks show. That's what they do. That's a motherfucking fact. Look, let me tell you something. When I used to work, man, when I used to work at Veterans for the city of Las Vegas, when I used to work at Veterans Memorial Leisure Center, it used to be black people up there too, but it used to be a lot of white people. It used to be a lot of wealthy white people up there. And I used to be picking a brain. I didn't just be in, because they white, they wealthy. I'm going to ask you questions. Is lawyers up there, doctors up there, surgeons up there. You know what I'm saying? Then you got people that own construction and business and shit up there. So I'm up there trying to learn the game. I'm questioning. I'm like, man, what you doing for 4th of July? Oh, man, I'm just going to be in my backyard, man. We probably barbecue or something. I'm like, y'all not like fireworks? One dude's like, nah, you can't do that in our neighborhood. I'm like, damn, you can't? Like, hell no. He's like, the HOA don't play that shit over there. You can't do that shit. He was like, you can have gatherings and kicking and do your thing, but you're not lighting no fireworks. And I was like, damn, what are y'all in $1 million homes? He's like, nah, they not $1 million homes. You just ain't doing that shit over there. Like, that's a part of the HOA rule. I'm like, damn, Free. He's like, yeah, a lot of the homes over here in Summerlin got HOAs where you can't light fireworks. I'm like, Free, like, yeah, man. They not, nigga, he was like, man. This white dude was like, bro, man, no. He was like, you're not finna be lighting nobody's fucking fireworks and some shit laying in somebody's house and start a fire. He's like, no, bro, that's not happening over here. And I'm like, damn. He's like, nah, man, we go in the backyard. We'll go watch fireworks. And then when we done watching the fireworks, we'll come back, you know, just chill at the pool and just barbecue and eat and chill. I'm like, damn, for real? He's like, yeah, man. You can't do that shit over here. I'm like, damn. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I ain't mad at him. But, hey, man, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. You already know what it is. You know what it ain't. Hey, man, enjoy your motherfucking holiday. You know what it is. 4th of July is not what y'all think. And how you going to have independence? They ain't even your land. These motherfuckers are trustees of this land. And I didn't want to get into it. I wanted to get more into, like, real estate. I wanted to get more into, like, why the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Viv, now you just went on TV and cried everybody a river that you was blocked out of Hollywood for 30 years, and then you start talking shit about Bill Cosby. I'm looking at this bitch like, bitch, you just had our sympathy about you didn't have no job for 30 years, and now you want to talk shit about Bill Cosby, but Harvey Weinstein and what's the Allison Mack and Nexium. This bitch was basically bringing bitches in so that man could fuck them. And that bitch got 3 years in federal prison. Bitch, that's what you get. Guilty, nigga. Hey, I'll fuck with y'all, man, Tuesday. I'm out. Peace.
About to start another day. Hope it done in the same way. About to start another day. Hope it done in the same way.